I'm Dave Briggs, home in Connecticut. Ross Tucker, home from the Monday Night Football game in Pennsylvania, where he survived a near-death experience. We're going to get into the Black Cat situation in just a moment. But first, I'm just happy to see you alive on a Tuesday, Ross. Tell us what happened. I was afraid for your life.
Well, I'm glad you said it that way, Dave. It was touch and go for a while there. Sometimes the good Lord blesses you with certain ninja-like skills that you don't even realize that you have. I was on the sideline last night in the third quarter. Daniel Jones was running to the sideline. I'm always very conscious. I have no interest in getting a torn ACL or torn Achilles. So I'm always very conscious. But Daniel Jones was almost out of bounds. And he was just strolling, going to run out of bounds. I was ready, but he was just jogging out of bounds. Everything was okay until I think it was Xavier Woods. Everything happened so fast. But I think it was Xavier Woods, safety for the Cowboys, gave him just a little shove that Daniel Jones wasn't expecting. And that, Dave Briggs, is when all hell broke loose. I immediately turned, went and ran the other direction. Daniel Jones came for me. I high-stepped. I got hit in the side of the hip. I almost went down. Some may say it was shrapnel. I almost went down. I absorbed the blow in my thigh hip, used that to propel me through the air, high-stepped with great athleticism, landed, stuck the landing, turned around real quick, and helped Daniel Jones up like the gentleman I am. I may have been helped a little bit by a parabolic mic guy that got absolutely destroyed, flipped up, spun around the air, and took most of the Daniel Jones brunt. That might have helped me a little bit. But frankly, it was survival skills that go back generations and generations in my family that allowed me to survive and be here today to talk with you all.
We always pay service to our troops that put themselves in harm's way to defend our country. But Ross Tucker, the bravery you have represented, you have served yourself with on the sideline for Westwood One on a Monday night, your sacrifice is admirable. I just want to say kudos, sir. Bravo. By the way, I thought that your Madden rating should go up. Not sure what it is right now, but thanks to our crack staff here at Home and Home, turns out you did have a Madden rating in 2005. It was a 74. So I think given the moves last night, the maneuvers, you should easily be pushing for 75 or 76. Nice job, my friend. Nice job. Ross Tucker working sidelines, by the way, for those of you that did not know it, on the Monday Night Football game at MetLife Stadium between the Giants and the Cowboys, one that looked to be going the Giants' way, all the Giants' way. Early on in this one, divisional competition. This one won, I think, 5 straight going in by the Cowboys. 9-3 it was. Late in the second quarter, about 5 minutes left in the half, when all hell broke loose. Kevin Harlan with one of the great calls in recent football history as the Black Cat appeared and changed everything. Listen.
He's walking. He's walking to the 3. He's at the 2. And the Cat is in the CDW red zone. CDW, people who get it now, a policeman, a state trooper has come on the field, and the Cat runs into the end zone. That is a touchdown. And the Cat is elusive, kind of like Barkley and Elliott. But he didn't know where to go. Look at, they're trying to corner him, and they got him in the end zone. There are state troopers all around this Cat, which now climbs up into the stands. And the fans are running for their life. Now it goes back on the field again. And it's running in the back of the end zone. And it runs up the tunnel.
Kevin Harlan, your broadcast partner, is a national treasure, factored in a sponsor read there in the red zone, compared him to Saquon Barkley. I mean, this is just absolute brilliance. We don't see calls like that often. Really, only one guy that's known for them, whether it's a streaker or an animal or a guy that needs to be tackled on the field. Kevin Harlan's the master, Ross.
Well, it was awesome because obviously, I'm part of the broadcast, so Kevin was play-by-play, Kurt Warner was the color analyst, and I was on sideline. By the way, little factoid, Dave. Last night was the first time the Giants had a quarterback other than Eli Manning start against the Cowboys since October 10th, 2004. And the quarterback was Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner. By the way, Daniel Jones was 7. Daniel Jones was 7 that day. Kind of crazy when you think about it that way.
That's bizarre.
But yeah, it was funny to be there. And, it's, just to take you in the mindset a little bit, Dave, I live in Pennsylvania. I actually live in central Pennsylvania, like the Harrisburg, Hershey area. So when that cat's out there, my initial reaction is keep playing. No need to slow anything down. He's way down there. And he was in the end zone. They had to play where I could see the cat, and they played anyway. But then one of the D linemen for the Cowboys pointed at the cat when the cat was at the other 30-yard line. Like, oh my gosh, we can't possibly have this snap right now 40 yards away. There's a cat 40 yards down there. Let me just say a couple things, okay? Number one, the cat is not going to get down there amongst the 22 Giants, okay? The 22 men on the field. The cat's not going down there. Number two, if it does, I don't think a player is going to be the one getting hurt, okay? And there's no way I can say this nicely, especially after I just realized that Dave Briggs owns a black cat. So I won't say what I was going to say earlier about said black cat, other than, does anybody really care? I mean, it's a stray black cat that evidently lives underneath the stadium. I mean, let's just keep it moving, keep it playing. But it was funny to be, on headset when Kevin had the call. He even went further in detail than that. It was pretty amazing because he's amazing. I will say this, though, Dave. The Giants were up 9-3, and they were going in for a touchdown. Yeah. Everything changed after that. Everything. They had to settle for a field goal. Then, there was barely any time left. Then they let Blake Jarwin have like a 50-yard touchdown right down the hash, right down Main Street. And then Daniel Jones, they throw 2 incompletions rather than going into halftime with a 12-10 lead. 2 incompletions, and then Daniel Jones throws a pick while the Cowboys still have all 3 timeouts. They end up getting a field goal from it. But much like the Dolphins against the Steelers a week ago, just seeing the body language, I could have told everybody and their brother that the Giants were going to lose that game at that point. I was on the Giants sideline. They were so deflated. It's 9-3. They're about to go in for a touchdown. Everything changed after the black cat. I knew the Cowboys. Cowboys end up going into halftime with a lead, 13-12, all thanks to the black cat. Jerry Jones even commented on the black cat after the game. There are people that are wondering whether or not Jerry Jones released the black cat during that game. And there's a lot of other things we can get into about that.
Well, look, it was the black cat. I don't know why people don't want to give the cat credit for changing everything. And I don't own a black cat. I captured the cat because this is not mine. I captured the cat because you couldn't, Ross Tucker. You had a chance to be a hero. This is the cat. MetLife Stadium tweeted out that they were going to capture the cat who was under the seats. They were going to get it to the vet. That was 9 hours ago. They haven't followed up on that tweet. So I went to MetLife Stadium early this morning, captured the cat. Does he have a comment about turning this game around and ruining things for the New York Giants? He has no comment. He has no comment whatsoever. All right, beat it, cat. Thanks for playing along. I think you had a chance to be a hero, Ross Tucker. My instincts would have been capture the cat. Seize the moment. It would have been a breakout day for home and home. Did you even think for a second maybe I should make a play on the kitty?
You know what? I kind of like screen time. And I think that would have been that, think about the attention that Kevin Harlan is getting with his call. Can you imagine if I went out there and ran out there and tried to capture the cat? Legend.
You blew it. You blew
Legend.
it.
You're right.
Oh, dude.
You're right. So Dave, I'm gonna peel back the curtain a little bit here, okay? Earlier in the game, and if you check out my Twitter at Ross Tucker NFL, he's at Dave Briggs TV. We are at RDC Home and Home, and the platform is at RDC Sports, radio.com sports. So here's the deal, Dave. I have a couple little games within a game when I'm at a game, especially when I'm on sideline. Okay. Game number one is to try to get as much TV time as possible from the sideline during the radio broadcast. There was one time when I think it was Amari Cooper ran an out route, and he and Janoris Jenkins were coming right for me. But I have no interest in an injury, none. And I know how fast they can get to you when you're on the sideline and you're kind of flat-footed. So Janoris and Amari Cooper came. I backed up 3 steps real quick, step back up right when they got past me, step back up, and there's a picture of me. I'm about a foot away from Janoris Jenkins as he goes like this to the crowd. And I got some people posted that on Twitter. They saw me, Ross Tucker sighting. Then, obviously, we talked about the near-death experience in the second half. My other thing that I love to do is see how fast I can get out of there at the end of the game. So during the game, try to get as much TV time as possible. After the game, as soon as I interviewed Zeke Elliott for Westwood One, I throw my headset off, drop my mic for the sideline producer, sprint into the locker room, the media photographer room, grab my bag, grab my keys, sprint out to my car, get in the car. I listened to the last 37 minutes of the postgame show in my car, driving back to Pennsylvania. Record time. It's the little things in life that matter. And you're right. I'm mad at myself. I should have gone after the black cat. That would have been, even if I didn't catch the black cat, me just running around trying to get the black cat would have been legendary.
God.
How about me trying to get the black cat with Kevin Harlan on the call?
Oh, I was going to call you. Literally, I'm watching this cat thinking, where is he? Where is he? Make a play out there. You would have been part of football history. That baby would have been viral, millions of hits on YouTube. Next time it happens, you're going to thank me.